So hello everyone, my name is Becky with Scott LeRoy Marketing, and today we are going to be talking about building your social media. So we'll be talking about brand consistency, setting up and building out the social platforms that will connect with your command, how to connect those to command, and then we'll cover some free content you can find, some places you can find that. So um, before we get started, just a couple things I always like to cover. First of all, if you are here with me live, you can drop any questions that you have as we go through in the chat, and I will do my best to get those answered in real time. Usually, for the sake of timing, I will have to save those for the end, just so I can make sure I can get through everything. But I'll save some time at the end just to make sure we get through those questions. So drop them in the chat as you have them. If I don't answer it right away, I'm not ignoring you, I promise. I'll definitely get those answered, at least at the very end. If you are watching this back on recording, you can always reach out to us via email with those questions. That email is support@scottleroymarketing.com. I'm dropping that in the chat for everyone here as well. In just a second. There we go. So support@scottleroymarketing.com. Today's class recording will be available on our YouTube channel within 24 hours. I'm dropping our YouTube channel in the chat as well. We do always recommend when you are on our YouTube channel that you look for the most recent videos that are there. Let me go ahead and I'll pull it up here for you. But when you are on our YouTube channel, the easiest way to find the most recent videos is under this videos tab right here. I'll put the most recent video up at the very top, and then they'll be in like reverse chronological order from there. So they will get older the further down you scroll. If you are searching for those videos, just make sure you're paying attention to the dates. They do not always pull in order when you are searching. So just keep an eye on those dates. Things are always changing, both with command, services that we offer, even with the social media platforms we're walking through today, stuff changes there as well. So just always like to point that out for you. I did drop that link in the chat, so you can definitely check that out. Yeah, and we're going to go ahead and we will jump in. So first thing we want to talk about is what different social media platforms can be integrated with command. So currently there are three: your Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter or X account. So those are the three we're going to be covering more today because those are what integrate with your command. You can run social post campaigns and paid ad campaigns through command to those social platforms. There are two other platforms you can do paid ads through, Google and TikTok. You don't have to have your personal account for that. KW uses global accounts for those, so you don't have to have personal Google and TikTok accounts to run those paid ads. We cover those in our paid ads class. Today's class is like a part one, and then we have a paid ads and social post class social post overview class. That takes a deeper dive into how to create the paid ads and the social post campaigns and things like that through command. So yeah, so we're going to go ahead and jump in. So first of all, a couple things to keep in mind when you are building your accounts is you want to make sure you have brand consistency. So you want to make sure people are able to easily recognize your brand. Brand recognition is huge. You want people to be able to see your branding and automatically know it's you. And so the easiest way to do that is to make sure that all of your profiles, use the same logo, use the same headshot, the same email, phone number, things like that. You have the same brand colors and things like that. So you want to make sure that you are staying consistent across your accounts. So just something to keep in mind there. We'll kind of talk about that. Those can always be changed. So, big brands rebrand. It's okay to rebrand later on. But you'll just want to stick with what you have, what you can do now. Don't get stuck on branding in the long run necessarily, but it's because it's okay. You can go back and rebrand later. But you want to start with that consistency. I do see a question in the chat asking if we have a PDF copy of the topics we're talking about today. We do not have a PDF copy of the topics for this class today. No, sorry. Yeah, so then we're going to go ahead. We'll jump into setting up those accounts. First one we want to take a look at is Facebook. And Facebook, you will just log in generally through your personal account and create a Facebook business page there. So you'll sign into your account. If you don't have an account, you can create a new one really easily right here, just on Facebook. We'll go ahead, we'll jump into our account here. Okay, let's go. We're home and let's see if that'll work. There we go. Not sure why I didn't want to load there. But yeah, so we can go ahead and we'll take a look at a business page. You do have to have a business page in order to link it to your command. So it does have to have a business page. Those are also fairly easy to create. You can create them directly through your personal Facebook account. You will just go to these 9 squares right here. And you're just going to click pages down here in this menu that appears. Then you'll see the different pages you have. So if you have it already, you can go to that page directly, or you can click create page right here on the left-hand side, and it'll walk you through that. We have a tip video that walks you through how to create a page. I'm not going to jump into that process fully today, but we do have a tip video that covers that for you. So we'll go ahead and we're going to jump into the page that we're going to take a look at today. So we'll just click on that page and it will automatically bring us to the page as a viewer. So it's bringing us from our personal, so it's like we're on our personal account viewing this business page. So we get a good idea of what it looks like. We can't make those changes on the business page from this view. We would just have to switch over, which we can do in just a second. Actually, we'll go ahead and do that now. So we can either click switch now here, or we can switch on the left-hand menu, either way. And so now we are in our professional dashboard. So we are acting as this business page. And here we can go ahead and we can update our existing page. So we have this edit button right here. It's going to allow us to adjust our introduction, so our biography, and other details like that. So we can edit those through here. So we would just do that. We can also click on the image right here to choose a profile picture and upload those. Again, we want to make sure that those are consistent. So across all of our social media, we would want to make sure we use the same picture and the same biography and things like that. But as we go down, we can use, for example, a free resource great for writing biographies is using like AI, ChatGPT, something along those lines. You can go to your ChatGPT and you can ask it to write a biography for you. You can see how many characters it requires. Under 255 characters. Let's see, that's been in the business for, we'll say 5 years, and then we'll say 5 characters. We'll go ahead and we'll let it right there. It should go ahead and load. Okay, it's going really slow. There we go. We can go ahead and we can copy and paste this right here if we wanted to. We can also just click this copy button right here. Go back to our page and we can go back and add it in there. We'll just go ahead and save it like that. And then I'll go ahead and update those. So you can go ahead and you can go through and update all of the details here. So you can just decide the category that your business is, your personal details. You can go ahead and choose what personal details you want to include. You don't have to include a lot of personal details in here if you don't want to. And then your details for your business right here. So your price range, your address, reviews and ratings on here. Service area. Some of these are some great things you could go in and add in. Like if you want to, you can include your market center address. You do not have to include that there. And then under links, you'll want to make sure you link your KW agent site or your whatever website you use if you use a different third-party website for your business, but you do have a KW website. So you'll want to make sure you are linking that to your Facebook. It's going to help with your brand recognition and your SEO, your search engine optimization, to have those interlinked. So you'll want to click edit here and add in those links here. To find your KW agent site link, you'll just go to your command And on the left-hand side, you'll go down to websites. This one we don't have a website set up because this is a demo account, but you would be able to, there would just be a copy link button right here, as well as a link to navigate to your website. So you can do that through here, and then we'll go back over to our account. We would link it here and we'll just save it. So again, there's some more options down here. The communities, you can follow some favorite Facebook groups, services, things like that. So you can go through and update all of those. And then you can also see everything that you have through here as your account. So we can go ahead, we can edit our cover photo as well. So we can choose it, we can upload a new photo, we can reposition this one. We can go through and we can find one that we have uploaded. So we can say, it's not really fall anymore, but we could do that or something like that. We can go in and adjust those. We can see our information through here as well. So another thing you might want to take a look at is being able to edit your Facebook link, which is called your username. Basically, it's this first part of your URL right here that says, you know, your agent for life is what ours says right here. So while you're in your business page right here, we're going to go to our settings. And then in our settings, we're going to go down to page setup on the left-hand side. And under name, you'll see your name and your username right here. So we can edit that. We can go in and we can change this however we'd like. It'll tell us if it's available or not. And then we can save changes and it will update our username right away. So we can go ahead, we'll save changes there. Oh, well, maybe we won't. So I don't have to go through that whole thing right now. But anyway, you would be able to save the changes, go through, it'll probably have you verify your identity here. And we'll just go ahead and I'll just say cancel for now. But yeah, so that's how you would change your username on your Facebook. And then you can just copy this link right here so we can go back to our Facebook page in order to grab that link. We'll just go here. We'll go to our pages. We'll just go here. There we go. So then you can just click here, copy this. So you'll want to make sure you link this page to your command marketing profile as well, so that it will show up on your website as a linked profile. So if we go to manage settings, and then on the left-hand side, we're going to go under my details. No, they moved it recently. Social. That makes sense. So you would just go down to the social section and you'll add your link in here and you'll just go ahead and save it. And then on your website, it'll be able to hyperlink directly to your Facebook and whatever social profiles you add in here. So you can go ahead and we'll do that. We'll keep doing this same process as we go through each of the sites to make sure we get those all linked properly here. But yeah, back to our Facebook. One more thing we'll want to do on our Facebook. So a great option here is to invite friends to follow your page. So when you create the business page through your personal Facebook account, you can invite your personal friends to like your page. That way they can all view it. So to do that, you would just go switch to your personal account and then you'll go view the page. So we'll go back here and we'll go down to pages. We'll go back to our page. Now we're back to viewing it as our personal account, not as the business page. And then you'll just go to the followers right here. So you go down, you can, well, should have done that. There we go. Maybe I just, there we go. Sorry, you'll click these three dots right here. They moved a couple things here, but you'll just click these three dots and go down to invite friends. And then you'll be able to select your friends. This is a demo account, so we don't have any friends on this account, but you would be able to see all of your friends that you have here, and you can go in and invite them. You can invite, I want to say it's up to 500 at a time now. They changed the number, but you can invite up to, I believe it's 500 currently, maybe 300. That you can select all those contacts and invite them at once, all those friends. And then as those invites are either accepted or declined, you'll be able to invite more people. So only 300 for 500, I don't remember off the top of my head, can be sent out at a time, but then you'll be able to add more once they're no longer like pending invitation. So there's something to keep in mind there. And yeah, so now that we've covered our Facebook, we're going to leave this open because we'll have to come back here for our Instagram in a little bit. But we're going to go over to our Instagram, and same thing here. We will sign in through our Instagram account here. You can create a new account if you do not have one. We'll just create it. We'll just create an account through here. It's pretty simple, but we're going to go ahead and I'm going to grab our logins here. We'll go here. And we'll go and grab that password in just a second. And then we'll log in and choose to save your info or not. But once we are signed in, when you are signing up, we do recommend like you use your same email address as your Facebook and things like that to make your life a little bit easier. But whatever works for you when you're creating those signups, it's not a problem. Your Instagram page does have to be a business page in order to link it to your command. So we're going to go ahead and we will go and find how to do that. So to make it a business account, you're going to click More on the left-hand side, and you're going to click Settings. Under Settings, if you scroll down on the left-hand side, under For Professionals, you'll see Account Type and Tools. We'll click on that, and we'll just click Switch to Professional Account. It's going to ask us to fill out this form. It's not long. I don't believe it matters whether it's creator or business, but we'll say business, and then gives us some information there. We can select a category, or we can say real estate or whatever you would like to add. So real estate agent, anything along those lines you can certainly add in there. We'll just say real estate. We'll say continue. Then it'll ask if you want your contact information in here. So this is the information that will be displayed on your profile publicly so that people can reach out to you. So you do want to make sure that this is information that you are fine with anyone seeing. So you don't necessarily want to put your personal address here. You may want to put your market center address, or you don't have to use your contact information. Either way, you can either click don't use my contact info, or you can just save it as is. We'll just say don't use it. And it's going to say your Instagram business account is ready, and we'll go ahead and say done there. So now we have it as a business account. Now we're going to go back and edit our profile here. So Instagram is a little bit different than Facebook for editing on browser. Instagram was built as a mobile app and then became a website that you can do through a web browser. So it started as an app. So there are a couple things you can only still do on mobile, such as adding your website. So linking your website right here, you would have to do that on your mobile app. So you would want to link your KW website here, or again, whatever website you are using. So you can link that here on your mobile. But then we can edit pretty much everything else. We can go in, we can edit that biography. So we can grab the same biography we used previously. That one might be too long, but we'll try it. Yeah, so we'll just go ahead and we'll just ask ChatGPT to turn it into 150 characters. And it might take a minute here. For some reason it's going slow, which is fine. We'll give it a, there we go. We'll grab that and then we'll just paste it in here as well. So there we go. You can add your information here. We can change our photo. So we can make it, we can remove it, or we can upload a photo here. Again, we recommend using the same one you use on your Facebook. I don't know that I actually have a copy of that exact photo on my computer, but I have another one we could use. So we just say change photo, and then we'll go ahead and let me grab. Let me see if I can drag and drop it. That didn't work. Okay, we'll go ahead and grab. let's go to our downloads here and search. Sorry. There we go. And then we'll grab that headshot there. Just trying to remember where I had it. Give it a second to load here, and then you'll see that update. So we can go ahead and we'll just submit those changes to our profile, and it will update our profile for us. So we can go back out. Actually, while we're still here, we'll look at how to change our username. So while we're here, we're going to go to our profile on the left-hand side. We'll click Edit Profile, which is where we just were. And then we'll go to our account center right here. And then we'll click on our account and change our username through here. So we can go in and we can change our username to whatever we would like. And then we would just say done. And again, that updates the link that we see on our home page. So if we close that out and then we go to our profile, we'll see that update up here. And again, we can copy that link, go over to our marketing profile in Command and enter our link right here and then save it. It'll show on our website there. So then in order to connect your Instagram to Command, you would need to link it to your Facebook business page. They currently are like separate, and so you would have to link them together in order to connect Instagram to Command. So to do that, we're going to go back over to our Facebook, and we are going to switch to viewing this as our business page. Second here. And then we're going to click Settings on the left-hand side. We're going to scroll down to Linked Accounts under Permission right here. And we'll choose our Instagram. We'll go ahead and connect an account. We'll say Connect, Continue. It's going to have us log in. And we'll say Continue. So we'll go ahead. This is not going to we'll try refreshing it real quick. See if it loads that way. There we go. So it just closed itself out, but we'll see that it's connected here now, so we can disconnect the account if we needed to or view the details, but we know it's connected now. And I'll show you how to connect all of those social accounts to Command once we have them all set up. The last one we want to cover is X or Twitter. So you'll go ahead and you will sign in here. You can go ahead and grab those. Again, you could just create a new account. So your X account does not have to be a business account. It does not have to have a business page or anything like that. So you can just have whatever through here. Well, we can go ahead and go to our profile on the left-hand side, and we'll have all the same options where we can edit our profile, we can edit our headshot, we can edit our biography. So we could go in and put the same biography we had over here. So we can just copy and paste that over. So we have, again, that brand consistency through here. So we'd be able to go in, do that. We can add our location. We would add our website here as well. So make sure all of that is added in here. You'll just go ahead and then we'll just save. Again, it doesn't have to be switched to professional. You could if you wanted to, but it's not required there. And then in order to update our username, again, same thing up here. We can just grab it as it is when we're viewing our page. But if you do need to change that, we're just going to click More on the left-hand side. And we're going to click Settings and Privacy. Under your account, you'll click on the account information. You may have to re-enter your logins here. Oh, that's definitely not it. Didn't copy it right. Hold on. There we go. We'll confirm. And then you'll see your username right here that you can go in. You can update the username. And it'll tell you, you could save it and it would tell you if it were available or not. So we'll change that back. Yeah. So once we have that updated, again, we can go back to our profile and then we can just copy that link and go over to our websites and link it here. Just save our profile and then we would see that on our websites. So those are all saved. Now, in order to connect your social media accounts to Command, I'm going to go to our Command home right here. So we're in a familiar place. So in order to connect your Facebook and Instagram and X accounts for post scheduling, you're going to click your name in the top right corner and you're going to click settings. Again, these are for post scheduling, not for social post or for social post campaigns. They are for, they're not for paid ads. I'll show you that one in a second. But you'll scroll down a little bit. You'll see your social section right here, and we can just say connect account, and it'll have us continue, and then it'll ask what Facebook pages we want to connect. So we can connect all of our business pages. We can connect just individual ones. We'll just grab that one at the bottom and we'll connect it. Same thing with our Instagram. Again, it does have to be linked to our Facebook first. Then we'll link it there. We'll continue. It's going to be the same process. And then it's going to ask which account we want to link, and we'll choose that. And then our Twitter, they haven't updated it to say X yet, but you can go ahead and connect that. It's going to ask us to authorize. And that should take us back in a second. There we go. And so we have all of those linked, and we can go in and we can schedule out those posts, our social post campaigns and things like that. Again, we have another class that covers how to actually create the social post campaigns and create the paid ads. So we do want to go over and we want to look at how to connect for paid ads. That one is in a different section than where we currently are. So we're going to go again to our command home. From here, we're going to actually go to our campaigns tab. It's going to be this bullhorn or megaphone on the left-hand side. So you'll just go there. And we can go ahead and we can say manage our social post channels right here. And it would allow us to connect those Facebook. Oh, they just changed this as well. But we can go ahead. It looks like they already connected the ones we have scheduled for post scheduling. But we can go ahead and we can go into our paid ad quick start, and it should bring us to our paid ads. I want to see if they just actually moved all of it. But from here we can go assets on the left hand side, and then we can click Facebook pages. And it does already have it linked, but you can go ahead, you would just add a Facebook page right here. It'll ask if you want to continue with Facebook. And when you do connect your Facebook, it should integrate your command as well, or your Instagram as well. So you should be able to connect both of those at the same time. Those ones you wouldn't connect separately. Since it's already connected, I'll just go ahead and go back. And then there's a couple different ways you can create content for your posts and your ads. So a great option is going to be command designs. On the left-hand side, it's going to be the paintbrush inside the square. So you can go ahead, we can create design, and we can say social and next. They have a bunch of templates in here that you can use for free. So give it a second to load. Everything wants to take some time today. But on the left-hand side, you're going to see the different categories. So we have listing, so we can choose from there, lead generation, if we wanted to go in there, or there's holiday, we can separate it by month. So we would be able to go in and create a social post for whatever month, next month's February, so we'll go that. But you could go in, you can select from these designs, and you can go in and grab them, just click use, and then you can go in and edit that however you'd like to. And then you can either download it and save it to post manually, or you can add it to your social post campaigns and things like that. So some great options through there. Another great option is going to be the Canva, KW Canva accounts that we have. So with your command account, you have access to a free pro version of Command, or Canva rather. So you can go to let's open a new tab here. You can go to canva.kw.com, and it'll have you sign in with your command logins if you are not already signed in. And then there's again a bunch of options through here. There's a bunch of free templates that you have access to. We can go in, we can go to brand and see brand templates up here at the left, at the top left. And we can go through and see all of the brand templates that they have that, again, we can use for Instagram posts and things like that. So they have a bunch of great options through here. Another option, let's see. Those two are going to be the best for creating those. Again, your Designs applet and your Canva, you can go use those. If you are looking for some free content, such as free royalty-free photos, there's a couple great sites for that. So there's pexels.com. Drop that link in the chat for everyone. They have a bunch of royalty-free media. Your Canva has a bunch of royalty-free media as well. So you can do that. The Designs applet also has some royalty-free pictures you can use. So there are a lot of options. Pexels.com has a lot of royalty-free ones. You can search for what you're looking for here, or you can go through and see some of the free ones that they have, and then you can just download it directly right there. Another great option is unsplash.com, and that one is going to be very similar, where you can go find some free images. If it's not free, it'll have like a royalty logo or a locked logo so that you can't download it. But if it's free, you'll just see this download button right there. And you can just go in and download it and use it for free. Another option is Pixabay. Let's go pixabay.com. We can go in there. That's not much pasted instead of. So there's 3 different options there, as well as your Canva and your Designs applet. They both have royalty-free media. So you have a lot of options. You shouldn't really need to have to pay for media for pictures and things like that. So there's a ton of high quality stock images that you can use. If you want to, you can obviously pay for images. That's totally up to you. But there are a ton of free options for you in there. If you're looking for some other free content, we have some templates on our Scott LeRoy Marketing website, which is scottleroymarketing.com. I'll drop that link in the chat for y'all. When you are here, you'll see a button here to log in. You'll just log in using your Market Center number. I'm already logged in under our Market Center, but you would just log in with your Market Center number right here. And then under Agent Resources, you can go down to Marketing Support. And we have 2 options here. So we have the templates down at the very bottom. And there's a bunch of templates in here. We have different styles, so K2B Classic, Luxury, Black and White, Modern. So you can go ahead and go in there. We'll go grab one. We'll go into K2B Classic. And then through there, you'll see we have a bunch of template options, but if you scroll down, you will see some agent carousels and reels. So we have those in there. We have a bunch of options through there. So we have different ones under each of those different categories that you can go and use. You can use them through your KW Canva account. So through your pro account, you'll be able to access those templates. And then we also, let me drop the link for that in the chat as well, so you don't have to scroll through the page to find it. And then we also have our Agent Concierge. So we have a couple options here. So there's this one here, or you can just go to Real Estate Marketing up at the very top. It'll bring you to the same place. Our Agent Concierge is where we can go in and create marketing collateral for you. So you can fill out this form and we can create it for a specific listing for you. So we have some options down here with our most popular ones you can take a look at if you want to scroll through those, but we have more options as you go through and fill out the form as well. But yeah, that really covers our class today. I know it's a pretty short class, but I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up for questions. So if y'all have any questions, you can go ahead and drop them in the chat, and I will do my best to get to those for you.